What's up, everybody? Just getting done having a good old day and workout, and a little bit of thought injection here. Is I've been doing a couple programs that I'm committed to for the rest of the year that I have seen tremendous results on, and I'm thoroughly enjoying. But it comes back to questions I get from my wife and from some friends and some family, and some comments that I get. I didn't think that I get a lot of notice on the Facebook posts or even on my YouTube channel, which has like no followers. But I do get occasionally a message or a question. And I updated my bodybuilding.com profile, my dashboard on there. And people ask what I'm doing, and I told them I'm in the Steve Cook programs, phase 1 through phase 4, and that it's really awesome. I'm also doing a Scott Herman at home shred challenge. I'm using his HIIT programs at home to fill in my HIIT training and stomach and some other stuff. And they're great because I don't consider them overtraining. They're at a heavy weight. They're more body weight, more Tabata style. You do have some dumbbells, or I'm using kettlebells and some other stuff to supplement it, but I think it's all great. You learn what your body can handle and how to push it, and I want to make sure I'm pushing my body as soon as my body gets comfortable. I have discovered over the last 18 months that I need to change it or make it work a little bit harder, and I do it smarter at the same time having to deal with back issues that occasionally rear themselves. There's not much I'll be able to do about that. That's just, there was nerve damage, and I'm basically, I can tell you, if I don't work out, if I don't stretch, and I don't go to the gym, then I'm going to have a lot of pain in my back. So it's something I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life. But the question I've been getting is, they see the size that I've gained and the strength that I've gained, and they're wanting to know how come I'm not trying to lose the body fat faster. And I thought I'd take a moment to explain why. And it's basically, I look at it as a journey, not as a sprint or anything. And I think I've brought this up before. But to me, I got enough issues with loose skin and what's called fatty tumors that I'm going to have to have taken out. It's a simple procedure. You make an incision and take it out. There's one on this bicep right here. You can see that. That's a fatty tumor. I'm at that cut out eventually. I'm holding off on it till the end of the year when everything's all said and done, because it will take me out of the workouts for a couple of days. And but it's things like that. I have a few of those that have come across. So I'm not in a sprint to get all that stuff done. I don't want more loose skin than I can handle, and I want my body to adjust appropriately. And I think a lot of people lose that notion that when they're trying to get back into shape and they're trying to lose weight, they have to have it done overnight, or they have to have it done in a 90-day period. Your body's going to start transforming 4 weeks in. People start noticing somewhere between 4 and 8 weeks. You'll start noticing differences, around the same time to 12 weeks in, and you'll or to 8 weeks. And at 12 weeks, you're gonna have a significant enough, if you followed a decent program, change that everyone's gonna notice, and you're gonna feel good, and it's gonna become a habit, and you're gonna want to keep going. But there's so many people out there that think that you have to do all of that, and it has to be an awesome change. It has to be an immediate transformation. Otherwise, you failed, and that's not good. Well, the reality is the health and fitness is not a 90-day journey. 90 days can be like a milestone, like a short-term goal. And then you can do 6 months, and 9 months, and 12 months, and 2 years, and 3 years, and 4 years, and 5. Where do you want to be? So I set all this out knowing that I don't want to go into the mentality, and I'm gung-ho about what I'm doing with my health. It drives my wife nuts. I'm in the gym 6 days out of 7 most times. I track my macros. I do meal prep. I stay on target most of the time. I'm not going to lie. I'm not perfect. I have my occasional, I have cheat meals twice a week, but I also occasionally don't stick to the diet 100%. But I do know in the long run I'm going to get to the goal that I want. And so like for this year, I set milestones, and luckily the way Steve and has got his program set up, it's 12 weeks, 12 weeks, 12 weeks, 12 weeks. So I'm able to get my milestones that way, my mini goals. And when they first start, I set some goals in there that I want to meet within those 12 weeks, and I'm getting there. And if I'm not, then I make corrections, and I correct myself. I look and evaluate myself every 2 weeks and make the corrections accordingly. And right now I'm pretty much spot on track to where I want to be. I can't lose. I mean, if I wanted to and I went really, really, really strict, I could probably lose 5 pounds in 3 weeks pretty easily, since I still have considerable body fat. But I don't want to do that, and that's going to make no sense whatsoever, because the things I have to do, it just makes life no fun. But I also don't want the stress that's put on the body when you do that kind of thing. I like to lose more like a half a pound a week, which is very realistic. And so at the end of the year, that would put me a pretty good lean build, and I'd be very happy with that. It also hopefully helps me avoid having too much loose skin from this whole issue. But I also know that, you know, I'm gonna be where I need to be by the end of the year, the end of the 4 phases, and I'm not in a rush. I'm not gonna beat myself up because I couldn't get a 6-pack in 12 weeks. It's impossible to accomplish that feat or that task per se in a short amount of time and do it the right way. Just how our bodies are. So remember, when you set your weight loss goals and your health goals and your fitness goals, that it's not an overnight journey. It is a commitment, a long haul commitment, and too many people cannot back trucks up. It drives me nuts, but I've got it down back of my barbecue pit up, like back a truck up while I'm talking on camera. So make sure that you when you set your goal and you go into this for the loss, that you know it's a long-term commitment, that you set mini goals and or milestones and mid milestones and long-term and all that, and don't be afraid to ask questions, and know that you're going to take 2 steps forward, 1 step back occasionally. You're going to have setbacks, you're going to have things that make you feel down and everything, but remember the big picture. If you stick to it, in the long run, it's going to be a lot of fun. In the long run, you're going to have great results. Your health is going to be better. Find a program that works for you. I have 2 that I can highly recommend, and I have tried several. And that's not blood, that is pre-workout. Steve Cook's big or lean programs have been awesome. They're well structured. They give you the nutrition map out and everything else. They break the body types out for you. They help you meet the goals and everything. They do a great job coaching, and the forms are good. Great responses. Ask questions, they'll get them to you. But the program is pretty cut and dry. I mean, you got some flexibility in it, but they do a great job of spelling it all out for you. And then if that's a little bit out of your budget, Scott Herman does at muscularstrength.com does a great job at a very, very reasonable rate. I think it's like $8 a month for a membership to his site, and he has great little 12-week programs for getting your body into shape, teaching the compounds, the basic movements, the more advanced movements, different techniques that you can go watch. Tons of videos and instructional videos. Both Steve and Scott have had great programs and helped me out tremendously. If it wasn't for those 2, I would not be where I'm at today. And I'm not just kissing butt and all that stuff, because I have looked at all sorts of offered programs out there. Don't get me started on the crap that Bradley Martin offers. That dude's a joke. He's an idiot. That stuff's not personable at all. I've looked at half a dozen other guys that are leading competitors in the men's physique and stuff that offer programs, and it's just, there's no interaction. I haven't seen anything like that. They haven't put any thought into it. They're just like, hey, you want bigger chest, do this. You want bigger arms, do this. Buy this, we'll tell you how to do it. And that's about it. There's no real motivation. There's no interaction. If you want a program that's going to inspire you and keep you going strong, you need to find that. Otherwise, you're going to set yourself up to fail. You need to find stuff that teaches you at the same time as instructing you and helping you get there. Because after all said and done, if you're doing programs for 5 or 6 years and you're not learning from that, you got a problem. I'm looking at this. I spent last year and this year learning and growing and writing journals and everything else. So when it comes time next year, I don't need a lot of instruction when it comes to nutrition. I don't need a lot of instruction when it comes to build my own workout plans and body development. I'll have gained that knowledge. So that's what those give you. So I'm not getting paid by these guys. I'm just telling you, if you want some good stuff, that's what you're going to get. And I found that between Steve Cook and Scott Herman, you got a good bet. My wife is checking out, and this is just because it led to it. She's been looking at Courtney's online training for women, and it's pretty cool. I don't know if she's going to do it or not. I think she's waiting for me to finish my 4 phases because time and budget and stuff. But I'm hoping to get her into the gym with me. But anyways, moral of the story, set your fitness goals. Remember, they're going to be long-term. You're going to have some short-term milestones and stuff like that you can set and reach. But you're going to have long-term, and it's not a rush. It's not a sprint. Your health takes time. To build muscle takes time. To lose fat takes time. To do everything right takes time. There's no quick fix. There's no skinny pill. There's none of that stuff. You got to be smart about it. Anyways, I'm going to do my stuff, and I will talk to you all later. Hope everyone has a great day, and I'll catch you later.